Hi!
Hey.
I feel like we're in a movie.
I know. My gosh.
Hi.
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 How are you?
Good.
Are you nervous?
A little nervy. A little
Why?
shaky.
It's just me.
I know. Exactly.
Are we sitting?
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go first.
You want me to go first?
I can go. Well, yeah, go for it.
You pick.
All right. I'll go first.
Okay, you go
Belly
first.
Meg, I cannot believe that this day is already here. It feels like yesterday we were being reckless college students back in the old Allendale days, trying to get our lives figured out one day at a time. If it is anything that these last 5 years has taught me, is that I would never trade this love for anything else. Since the beginning of our relationship, you have been everything of what I consider to be my definition of perfect. You have eyes that I could stare at forever, and a smile that is nothing but contagious. Others can try, but they will never succeed in matching the size of how big your heart is.
Max, I never would have imagined that writing my wedding vows would be so difficult, but I know it's because putting a pen to paper could never encapsulate my love for you. I will always laugh at the fact that I met both of your parents on our first date, and I loved them instantly too. Now here we are almost 6 years later, and I've had the honor of watching you grow into this incredible 27-year-old man. Someone who relentlessly got through 2 bachelor's degrees, nursing school, acute care nursing, and still continues to aim big and aim far. Someone who would carry their sister on their back for miles and be the legs that she can't use. Someone who is always the first to show up for their family. Someone who, in a world where men don't bring women flowers anymore, you shower me in hydrangeas. I will always love you for making me feel like the most special woman in the entire world. I have no idea how I got so lucky with you, Max. I genuinely feel like I have hit the jackpot. You're everything that I will ever need. I vow to be the first one to defend you, to always build a life with you, and be the last one to love you.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. You know, we come together today to celebrate something that is truly special. The love story of Max and Megan. As they stand before us, ready to begin their next chapter as husband and wife. And seeing all of you here gathered today to celebrate these two, I am reminded of the way that love changes us. Max, I knew there was something profoundly different about you. You carry a quiet strength, a gentle kindness that's rare in this world. Over the years, you have taught me that friendship that friendship is not merely a word, but a promise to show up, to listen, and to be there in the small, ordinary moments as much as the grand ones. You have a heart that holds others in the way that leaves them feeling seen, known, and understood. Max, it's truly no wonder that Megan fell in love with you, truly. Megan, to speak of you is to speak of the very essence of beauty itself. For you are the living manifestation of everything that is delicate and wondrous in this world. Like a rare flower blooming in a forgotten garden, your presence is truly an enhancement. You do not merely live, my dear friend. You transform. And you transform even the smallest moments into something radiant and eternal. Together, Max and Megan are living proof that those who with open hearts will, in time, be met with a love that is meant for them. A love that completes them, not by changing who they are, but by celebrating everything that you two have always been. With the commitment you've made to one another and the love that surrounds you today, I am overjoyed to pronounce you husband and wife. Max, it's time to kiss your beautiful bride.
No matter what's on your bucket list, I hope your life and marriage are full of it. I hope you have amazing moments like this. I hope you get all of your dreams come true. All right? I met Max at Faster Horses Country Festival. Max was a little drunk. Stumbling, stuttering, drunk. He shook my hand, and I think that's about all he remembered. But I want to share with Max what I remember about our first encounter. It was the next morning. I stepped out of my camper, and there was Max, half asleep on one of our camp chairs. And I looked at the poor kid, and I said, "Did you sleep here all night?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Why'd you do that?" He says, "I wanted to make sure your daughter got home safe." And he stood up, and he shook my hand, and he says, "I wanted to do that proper, not like last night." And Max, that's all I needed to know about you, buddy. Right there in that moment. I don't know if you know that. That's all I needed to know. Yeah. And you haven't disappointed me a day since, buddy. I love you, and welcome to the family.
Max, you truly are everything I could have wished for my sister. And Max, I hope you have as much fun growing old with my sister as I did growing up with her. I remember the first time Megan told us about meeting someone at GVSU. When we finally met him, it was immediately clear why Megan was so adamant. I felt like we have known Max for years.
We love the bond that you and Meg have, and we knew you would be perfect for each other the first time we saw you two together.
Max and I became best friends in elementary school. We've worked together at 4 different places over 7 years. It's safe to say that I've spent as much time with him as a married couple would spend with each other. I've come to realize that not only can Meg host a party, she can host a party like Mary Schaub. This is one of the many characteristics Meg and Mary have in common. So it must be true when they say that men go for women who resemble their mothers.
I think I said it best when we were out in Wrigleyville in Chicago. I looked over at you, and you couldn't help but just smile. At that moment, I told you, how could anyone be mad in this world with a smile like yours?